The covenant. The water kingdom did not take men by chance. Every captive was bound by a covenant. A covenant was a door. Once it opened, a chain was formed. Once the chain was formed, the queen's kingdom gained authority over a life. There were many ways these covenants were made. 1. Through dreams. Many people were captured in their sleep. A man would see himself eating food in a dream. A woman would see herself taking jewelry from a stranger. A child would see himself playing by the river, receiving gifts from a hand in the water. They would wake up and laugh, not knowing that what they accepted in their dream was a contract. The queen's servants used dreams as a trap. Once a man ate in that realm, his spirit was tied. Once a woman wore the crown, her destiny was taken. Once a child drank the strange milk offered, his star was dimmed. Dreams were not just pictures, they were doors. 2. Through bloodlines. Some covenants were older than the people who carried them. A father many years ago might have gone to the water for wealth. A mother might have cried for children and unknowingly asked the spirits for help. They made promises, gave sacrifices, and left behind debts. Their children, unborn at that time, became inheritors of chains. Many people lived under battles they never started. Their names were in the book of the queen, not because they agreed, but because blood tied them. 3. Through exchange. There was also the covenant of exchange. In times of desperation, a man might call for power, fame, or riches. A spirit would appear, smiling. The deal would look simple. Take this and give that. But the giving was never equal. Some gave their peace, some gave their children, some gave their lives. On land, they might rise in wealth or influence. People would clap for them, envy them, and even follow them. But in truth, their soul was already locked in the chamber of the deep. 4. Through sacrifice. The queen also demanded sacrifice. Some people went to rivers at night, dropping food, blood, or strange items into the water. They believed they were calling for help, but what they did was open a covenant. Every sacrifice was a signature. Every blood poured was a voice saying, "I belong." 5. Through ignorance. The most painful covenant was ignorance. A man or woman might laugh at spiritual things, calling them stories or myths, yet their careless life opened many doors through sin, through lust, through greed. The queen's servants needed no invitation. Ignorance was invitation enough. In her palace, the queen often gathered her servants to review these covenants. She would sit on her golden throne, her eyes glowing like fire, and the spirits would kneel before her, each carrying scrolls. One by one, they would read, "Great Queen, last night we fed 5 men in their dreams. Their destinies are now tied. Great Queen, a family poured blood by the river. Their unborn child is marked. Great Queen, a woman asked for beauty that never fades. We gave it, and she has been written in the book." The queen would smile, her teeth shining like light in darkness. "Good," she would say. "Let the chains grow stronger." And so, above the water, people lived their lives, not knowing why things went wrong. A young man would struggle, never moving forward. A woman would wonder why marriage never stayed. A family would bury children before their time. A businessman would rise and suddenly fall. They would weep and call it fate. But beneath the ocean, the queen laughed. Every covenant was a rope tying the earth to her throne, and with each rope, her kingdom grew stronger. Yet among all the names in her book, one name burned with strange light. It was faint, but it glowed against the darkness. Her servants could not erase it. Her chains could not hold it. The queen frowned as she looked at it. "Who wrote this light in my book?" she asked, but no spirit answered. Her eyes narrowed. She knew a battle was coming. A covenant had been written that her power could not control. Could this be the beginning of her fall?